wind wasn't blowing as hard this morning, and the thermometer when I got in the truck said 40 degrees, and the weatherman said it's supposed to get up to like 75 today. So another beautiful fall day. Just gotta keep warm in the morning. Good morning, it's Wednesday. What are we on, the 12th of October? We're here at Lamont Reservoir, southeastern Idaho again today. I have seen a few trout come to the top already. I don't know if you can see it. Still a pretty good sized moon last night. Not a cloud in the sky. I'm gonna take advantage of these beautiful mornings while we can. A couple things we wanted to look at today. I'm going to switch the phone around here. I am going to retire this net. You can see the holes in it. The really small webbing on this thing, it really sucks when you're trying to get your hook out of your fish and then it gets stuck in the net every time. So I was at Cabela's yesterday and they had this rubber net that has the bigger openings in the webbing, and I think it's going to be a much better net for what we're trying to do. Now, when I was here Friday with my buddy Trent, he had tried some of these XPS topwater bass jigs, and the trout took them like crazy because they stayed up on the surface. So I'm going to give this one a shot today. Always like to try a new lure and see how they do. And just because I mentioned it yesterday as being magic, this Berkeley flicker shad with the split swivel in the middle, red eyes. I like to call it red-eyed devil. You know, if you want to get the skunk out of the boat, nothing worse than coming out and getting skunked. This sucker is the go-to tool when you're struggling and need to get the skunk out of the boat. Okay, today's plan of attack. Let's see where we're heading. From the ramp, I think I'm gonna head down the shoreline here, the east side. I've had some really good luck with some bass down on that east shore. They've shut the water off coming down from Johnson, so the trout have kind of moved away from the inlet. And then I'm going to come across the flat over to what I like to call the wall, and then I'm just going to fish this area. Now, a lot of the guys with their big bass boats, I always see them go up this channel. I've yet to fish back there. That's probably a mistake on my part. If that's where the pros are going, that's where I should go. But I've always caught fish out here, close by the truck. So we're gonna try that this morning. Off with the floating Rapala. And on with this XPS. Well, we got the skunk out of the boat. Got a little crappie here on that topwater Rapala. Once again, I'm struggling a little bit with my GoPro, but that's what we just got that crappie on. Bass. Well, the sun's starting to come up. It's definitely been a little slower than Glendale was yesterday. Got a couple in the boat. Red has had a couple of really nice hammers. I got those barbless hooks and I get them in about halfway and they shake off. So got to keep trying. I don't want to get skunked. I don't want to get skunked with Red. He's my favorite lure, so we'll see what happens. Let's see. These little guys are hungry today. I've switched to a white Jake's. Still see a few surfacing, but it's slowed down. Not a lot in the boat today. A lot of bites, but missed quite a few. Crap. Got like 5 minutes before I gotta go, and I just dropped another one right there. Red? I might need to leave the barbs on you, man. Well, verdict for the day is I'm still way out of shape. That hill killed me pulling that boat up. The net, excuse me, the net was awesome. That rubber net is so much better than the cloth type. And I want to thank today's sponsor. I gotta get out of the sun. Island Bowl Grill, Preston, Idaho. Best Hawaiian food around. Come in and give them a shot. Well, I forgot to give my verdict on that XPS lure. I think the verdict is still out. I got to give it a better shot in a little bit better circumstances. And so I did have one bite on it, but I felt like I had to land it right on the head of the bass next to the shore. So we'll give it another shot in a couple different ponds and see what happens. You know, like I mentioned earlier, there's a certain section of the lake that I have not been to over here at Lamont. I'm going to turn the lens around here in a second and show you the kind of the northwest corner of the lake. And that's where I see all the bass boats go in the summer. So I am going to have to paddle up there one of these days. So from the dam down there where I was parked, this is the northwest edge of the lake, and I don't know if I'll do it this week or next, but I'm gonna come over here and paddle up this section and see what we can get. I know there's some nice sized bass in here. I've caught them.